Have you ever had that urge to just leave everything behind and just get away? Run away to somewhere new, somewhere you've never been to. The urge to do something different, something new. Just to get away from everything that's what's going on right now. It's been almost 4 days since I've made an episode. And you've probably seen me like post an episode every day, but I'm not. Sometimes I make a bunch of them, and then I just post them ahead of time. But lately I've been feeling really, out of touch with everything. And not making a new episode make it even worse, because this is the last thing that I'm holding on to. This is the last thing that I have left to lose. And it's felt like I've been losing my identity, because I don't know who I am anymore. I've been feeling really, really insecure, when you put your heart and soul into something and it's felt like it's not being received. And it's like when I'm posting content like this and then there's a negative comments or not very the outcomes don't turn out like how I expected, and it just it feels like I'm not putting out good works. It's just that sense of in can't find the word, imposter syndrome. I can't find it. Can't think of it. Hold on. Imposter syndrome. There you go. There's a word. Thank you for your patience. Yeah, it just I have been having a lot of life crisis, or just having that feeling of just not knowing who I am anymore and what I'm doing, because I stopped with the investment, and it's felt like I've lost my identity. I don't know who I am anymore. But guess what? There's something new. Behind my workplace, there's a little shed, a storage shed that the store next door used to like store their stuffs. So it was like a little shed in the parking lot, in the corner. And I found out the other day there was a little stray cat. It looked like a tiger, but it's gray. It's like grays and black, like stripes. Yeah, It looked just like a tiger, but it's just not yellow or brown. It's gray and black. It's small, but it looked like an adult cat. Well, not an adult, right? Probably like a youngster. You know, like in a teenager probably. But I fed it. I bought a bunch of cat foods, a bunch of canned foods, and I didn't know these things were so expensive. It's like $2 a can. This tiny can for $2. But anyway, I brought out the foods, and then whenever it's just as soon as it sees me, it run away like I'm about to kidnap it or something. So I would bring out the foods and water in the morning when I get to work. I bring it out there, and I could see it. It was just sitting under the shed, looking out, and I would bring the food to it, and it would eat it. It would eat the whole thing. I could tell it's been starving. Feel bad for the little things, right? And it's been like 4 days since I've been feeding it, and it seemed like it's been gotten a little comfortable with me. Well, not comfortable, but whenever I get close to it, it will run away. But it knows now that I'm there to feed it. But then yesterday, it took a while to come to eat, and I realized that it was wandering around town, and then it came back. And I felt like it's. At first, when I first saw it, I was like, the little poor things. It's probably had been so afraid and scared to death, out here by itself. But now I'm looking at it and I'm like, actually, maybe this cat is having a life. It's having a great life. It's wandering around towns and having a little adventure every day. Maybe it's probably going to somewhere new every day too. Doing different things instead of like a cat house, just wandering the house, doing the same shit every day, just like me. Working every day is the same. But with this cat, it's doing new things every day. Maybe it's happy, Maybe I don't have to call people and come and catch it and put it in the rescue place or in something like that. Maybe I don't have to do that. And it just made me realize a lot that maybe I can just be like this cat. I don't need. Well, let's talk about the cat first. Like all it needs is just food and water, and that's all it needs. It doesn't have to be in a house, in a place where there's ACs or somewhere that had a roof on top. It doesn't need all of that extra luxury. And all it needed was just food. I don't know, that's just how I look at it. And now I'm looking at my life and it's like I'm wanting all these external things. I keep on wanting more and more without realizing that I have food. And maybe that's all I need. And anything's more, a good additional, but it's not like I don't really need it. It's like I have a place to stay, I have food to eat. And that's all I need for survival. But I've been getting so hung up on the wanting more. A better job, a better career, more money, more friends, girlfriend, a new hobby, what else? New vacations, new clothes. What else? It's just more and more, and it's that sense of not having enough, but not realizing that you already have everything that you need, and anything outside of that, anything more, it's just an addition to what you already have. But you don't need them, you just want them. But then every day, I go by my day thinking about these things I don't have, the things that I don't need, just what I want. And I'm stressing myself out over it because I don't have them and I want them. But what if I can just live like this little cat? Just having a little adventure and just wander. And I'm sure it wanting a place to stay. It want a roof on his head. I'm sure. But it's surviving. Even though it's just, out there by itself, and all it needs is just water and then food. And it seems like it's having a good time. Then maybe I can take a lesson from that. I don't need to have everything figured out. I don't need to have everything. I just need to learn how to be content and at peace with where I am in life and everything I have, and appreciate it. And I was last night I was having a midlife crisis. Really, I was having a panic attack because I went home and I was all by myself. Usually I'll be fine, but last night I was like, fuck, what the fuck am I doing here? Why am I keep on doing this shit every single day? Every single day. So I changed, put on something comfy, and I called Mom and I was like, Mom, you free? You want to play cars? And of course, she's always down to play car. So I got in my car, drove her to her place, and we played car. And we had so much fun. And I felt great. I felt life had meaning again. And it was family, the thing that I found. This sense of fulfillment every time. And I have them at my fingertip. I can see them every day. But sometimes I just choose not to because I get so hung up on the things I don't have, the thing I wish I have. And I don't really pay attention to these people, the people that I already have in my life. The people that one day I will have a heart broken. That I would trade anything to get them back in my life once they're gone. And yet, now they're here. I don't appreciate them. I don't take my time with them. I don't really see them that often. It's crazy, huh? Like, we don't know how precious something are until they're gone. We don't know how much something's mean to you until they're gone. And I know one day, I'm not trying to be like saying terrible things, but you know, one day your loved one's gonna pass away. And that day you're gonna trade everything to have them back. But here you are, having them in your life right now, and you don't really go see them. Don't really show them how much they mean to you. You don't have to tell them you love them. You just gotta show it. Action over talking. And yeah, it's like I've been going through life for the past few days, trying to find the meaning of life, meaning of all the things I'm doing. And I haven't found the answer, even though until now. But I felt great when I spent time with the people I love. And sometimes maybe the things that I've been looking for it was never in the money, the fame, the relationships, the whatever it is that society's makes you think that would make you happy. But from my point of view, those things come from simple things in life. Things you took for granted. Just love. Love is the most powerful things on this planet. We don't know. We don't realize it. But when we spend time with the people that we love, it feels good. It feels good. Maybe I'll get back to doing this podcast things again. You know, I've been slacking off. I've been giving up on myself for the past few days. But sometimes you really need to take a step back and reload, just like an arrow. You gotta pull back before you lunge forward. And maybe sometimes it's good to sit at the bottom, starting over again, because now you have a new perspective. Yet it sucks to start over. It sucks to lose it all and have nothing to hold on to, have nothing to your name. But it's also good because you ain't got nothing to lose. You just gotta try. And if you fucked up, you're back here, right here. So what do I have to lose? Just gotta keep on trying again. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope I'll see you in the next one.